Okay, let's take this Mitsubishi Pajero 2.8 long wheelbase diesel for a spin. The warning lights come on the way they should. Starts on the button, as you can hear. No problems at all there. Everything goes out the way it should. I have to say that this is probably one of the finest 2.8 Pajeros, or any sort of Pajero, that I've ever driven. I've sold lots and lots of these, but this one really is absolutely first class in every respect. Let's take it over the bumpy bits. Obviously, being one of these, it's got the selectable 2 and 4 wheel drive. It also has a mode switch for the automatic transmission to put it into sport mode if you want. Sounds a bit daft, I know, on one of these, but there you go. Only thing I can criticise on it, it's not a driving issue, but the stereo, it's got really nice CD and tuner in it with electric aerial. Unfortunately, electric aerial seems to be stuck neither halfway up nor down, so radio reception isn't quite what it should be. I haven't tried the CDs, but I presume they work fine. But as I say, it does seem to be stuck, the aerial. Right, off we go. As I say, pulls away smoothly, changes gear nicely. No horrible rattles, groans, squeaks. Temperature gauge is sitting just on the halfway mark, exactly where it should be. Absolutely fine from that point of view. It's tracking nicely. It's obviously had the tracking done at some point because the steering wheel is a couple of degrees off to the right, but overall that's fine. So it's not wandering all over the road. These 2.8 motors are far nicer than the 2.5. It's a stronger engine, but it's much more powerful as well. The 2.5 long wheelbase does feel a tad underpowered, whereas these actually do seem to have the right level of performance for the size and weight of the body. And so driving wise, no issues with overheating, misfiring, hesitancy or anything like that. As I say, starts on the button, does everything it should do. Very difficult to criticise in terms of the way it performs, which is a good thing because it's the rest of the car is so good as well. And off we go. Specification wise, internally, as I say, we've got the switchable automatic transmission. We've got adjustable rate suspension. Personally, I've never been able to find the difference between hard and soft on these, but I'm assured if you take them off road, in which time they're very good, you can tell the difference. So it's got the radio CD system. It's got full climate control with rear controls as well. Because it's so cold at the minute, I can't tell if the climate control is blowing ice cold, but I suspect if the rest of the car it's up to the standard of the rest of the car, there's no reason why it shouldn't, but it's difficult to tell at the moment. Let's just see if we can take it right down, and perhaps we can tell. Well, no, it does seem to be very cold blowing through these top vents, so I suspect so. Obviously we've got the frippery things here, altimeter, inclinometer and outside temperature and compass and things. That little thing is to do with the CD changer that's under the passenger seat. In front of us here we've got the speedometer, which is actually still in kilometres, as is the odometer. Fuel gauge, temperature gauge, rev counter, the selector for the transmission, power fold mirrors. Actually, one thing, the mirrors are working fine in the up and down plane, but are not working in the in and out plane, or the power fold part isn't working. I suspect that the in-out bit just isn't working the way it should. Could be a replacement switch might cure that if you really need to. That's about it. In fact, yes, the aircon is working nice and cold, far too cold for me in fact. Climate control. My name is Simon. You can reach me on 0771 906 9353 or in the office on 0118 946 3352 if you've got any issues or queries that you want to discuss on the car. End.